Let's keep it off the books. Yeah. Let's keep it, yeah. Let's keep it off the books. Yeah. If you're not tuned, then you're tuned out. Take a new route. Maybe change the lens that you view out. Put your fuse out. Let's watch liberals and women get retarded. A disagreement with no reputation should be fully disregarded. Mission started, and we got a problem, Houston. OnlyFans isn't empowerment, it's prostitution. He got solutions like, let's stop holding doors for whores. Stop allowing them to vote to send more to war. They don't understand what the border's for. We should go door to door. Tell everyone to repeal the 19th Amendment. Otherwise it's demise, that's where we are headed. Yeah, he said it. Things get hot when you hold their feet to the fire. They call him a bigot and racist, but they never call him a liar. Surpassing you while we laugh at you. Cause you don't understand something as simple as per capita. Listen, this white nigga spittin'. It's not hate, yes, pattern recognition. He's on a mission and he ain't missing. Are you tired of turning on the TV and seeing two dudes kissing? They call him homophobic, but he's not scared of gays. If love is love, be prepared for AIDS. Crash the barricade. Off the books, let's keep it off the books. Not a secret, it's off the books. Joey Jugs. Yeah. Let's keep it off the books. Yeah. Let's keep it, yeah. Let's keep it off the books. Yeah. If you're not tuned, then you're tuned out. Take a new route. Maybe change the lens that you view out. Put your fuse out. Let's watch liberals and women get retarded. A disagreement with no reputation should be fully disregarded. Mission started, and we got a problem, Houston. OnlyFans isn't empowerment, it's prostitution. He got solutions like, let's stop holding doors for whores. Stop allowing them to vote to send more to war. They don't understand what the border's for. We should go door to door. Tell everyone to repeal the 19th Amendment. Otherwise it's demise, that's where we are headed. Yeah, he said it. Things get hot when you hold their feet to the fire. They call him a bigot and racist, but they never call him a liar. Surpassing you while we laugh at you. Cause you don't understand something as simple as per capita. Listen, this white nigga spittin'. It's not hate, yes, pattern recognition. He's on a mission and he ain't missing. Are you tired of turning on the TV and seeing two dudes kissing? They call him homophobic, but he's not scared of gays. If love is love, be prepared for AIDS. Crash the barricade. Off the books, let's keep it off the books. Not a secret, it's off the books. Joey Jugs. Yeah. Let's keep it off the books. Yeah. Let's keep it, yeah. Let's keep it off the books. Yeah. If you're not tuned, then you're tuned out. Take a new route. Maybe change the lens that you view out. Put your fuse out. Let's watch liberals and women get retarded. A disagreement with no reputation should be fully disregarded. Mission started, and we got a problem, Houston. OnlyFans isn't empowerment, it's prostitution. He got solutions like, let's stop holding doors for whores. Stop allowing them to vote to send more to war. They don't understand what the border's for. We should go door to door. Tell everyone to repeal the 19th Amendment. Otherwise it's demise, that's where we are headed. Yeah, he said it. Things get hot when you hold their feet to the fire. They call him a bigot and racist, but they never call him a liar. Surpassing you while we laugh at you. Cause you don't understand something as simple as per capita. Listen, this white nigga spittin'. It's not hate, yes, pattern recognition. He's on a mission and he ain't missing. Are you tired of turning on the TV and seeing two dudes kissing? They call him homophobic, but he's not scared of gays. If love is love, be prepared for AIDS. Crash the barricade. Off the books, let's keep it off the books. Not a secret, it's off the books. Joey Jugs. Yeah. let's keep it off the books. Yeah. Let's keep it, yeah. Let's keep it off the books. Yeah. If you're not tuned in, you're tuned out. Take a new route. Maybe change the lens that you view out. Put your fuse out. Let's watch liberals and women get retarded. A disagreement with no reputation should be fully disregarded. Mission started, and we got a problem, Houston. OnlyFans isn't empowerment, it's prostitution. He got solutions like, let's stop holding doors for hoes. Stop allowing them to vote to send more to war. They don't understand what the border's for. We should go door to door. Tell everyone to repeal the 19th Amendment. Otherwise it's demise, that's where we are headed. Yeah, he said it. Things get hot when you hold their feet to the fire. They call him a bigot and racist, but they never call him a liar. Surpassing you while we laugh at you. Cause you don't understand something as simple as per capita. Listen, this white nigga spitting. It's not hate, yes, pattern recognition. He's on a mission and he ain't missing. Are you tired of turning on the TV and seeing two dudes kissing? They call him homophobic, but he's not scared of gays. If love is love, be prepared for AIDS. Crash the barricade. Off the books, let's keep it off the books. Not a secret, it's off the books. Joey Jugs.
Well, the verdict came in.
Let's keep it.
Well, the verdict came in, and Karmelo Anthony is guilty of the biggest offense that he could have been charged with, which is great.
Off the books. Yeah.
But the absolute meltdown and the lunatics calling it.
Maybe change the lens that you view out. Put your fuse out. Let's watch liberals and women get retarded. A disagreement with no reputation should be fully disregarded. Mission started, and we got a problem, Houston. OnlyFans isn't empowerment, it's prostitution. He got solutions like, let's stop holding doors for hoes. Stop allowing them to vote to send more to war. They don't understand what the border's for. We should go door to door. Tell everyone to repeal the 19th Amendment. Otherwise it's demise, that's where we are headed. Yeah, he said it. Things get hot when you hold their feet to the fire. They call him a bigot and racist, but they never call him a liar. Surpassing you while we laugh at you. Cause you don't understand something as simple as per capita. Listen, this white nigga spitting. It's not hate, yes, pattern recognition. He's on a mission and he ain't missing. Are you tired of turning on the TV and seeing two dudes kissing? They call him homophobic, but he's not scared of gays. If love is love, be prepared for AIDS. Crash the barricade. Off the books, let's keep it off the books. Not a secret. Let's keep it off the books. Not a secret. It's off the books. Joey Jugs.
We are live and direct. Let me know if you guys can hear me, see me, all of that. It's been an absolutely insane day. I know you guys heard about it. The verdict is in. Karmelo Anthony, he is guilty of homicide, of murder. This is a crazy day. There's a lot of people with a lot of mixed feelings about what happened. So I really, I just wanted to kind of reach out, see how you guys feel about it, because I think that there's going to be riots because of this. I think that people are going to be up in arms because of this verdict. Sorry with all the ums. This was even supposed to happen today. This is kind of off the cuff, and I appreciate you guys tuning in. If you get a chance, make sure you guys share. Share, do whatever you guys got to do. Share and subscribe and all that. Let's see what they're talking about right now on Court TV. I just want to go over everything. It's been just so much information the past few days with this trial. Yeah, it's been crazy. Apparently the defense, they completely floundered the whole entire thing. It was a complete joke. One of the defense witnesses basically helped the state win. So let's see what the court's saying. Let's see what court TV is saying, guys.
Welcome back to our continuing coverage of a verdict is in the case against Karmelo Anthony in McKinney, Texas. Collin County is the scene. This is the outside of the Collin County courthouse. Inside the courtroom, the parties have gathered. And our Cody Thomas is in place. We're just awaiting the judge to take the bench. He says that Karmelo Anthony is there. This is the first appearance of Hunter MetCalf. This is the twin brother. He was not called as a witness, but he is now in the courtroom. He hasn't been in the courtroom for any of the trial. This is his first appearance inside that courtroom, and Cody continues to pass along messages saying the courtroom is filling up steadily.
And that's terrible too, that the kid had a twin. You know, the kid had a twin. So that those parents that lost their son, they have to wake up every day and see their dead kid in their brother's eyes. It's just so sad. Absolutely one of the most, a sad thing. But I really do hope that this case sets a precedent. It sets a precedent, and these young kids can stop doing violence like this, which is happening across America.
Of course, security is very high. Both sets of parents are in the courtroom, Karmelo Anthony's parents, and of course the Metcalfs as well in the courtroom, along with their son, the surviving twin Hunter MetCalf. Outside the courthouse, of course, it's been chaotic over the course of the trial on some level, but we're seeing it bubble up now as news spreads that there is a verdict in this case. Karmelo Anthony admits that he stabbed Austin MetCalf at a track meet last year after the two got into a verbal confrontation underneath a high school tent during a rain event. Both sides have different opinions on what transpired next. The defense here is that.
And remember, there was so many people defending Karmelo Anthony, defended him with complete lies. Complete and absolute lies, my guy. Yeah, complete absolute lies. They were saying that he was jumped, that he used something like a cleat cleaner to poke him up. It was insane. Like everything that I've been on these TikTok debates for the past 12 months talking about this subject, and they defended Karmelo Anthony with nothing but lies. And most of these lies were racially motivated. A lot of people that were defending Karmelo Anthony were simply defending him because of the color of his skin, which is really, really sad that people were picking the truth and morality over skin color. That's what I've seen a lot when it comes to the defending of Karmelo Anthony absolutely ending a life.
Karmelo warned the Metcalf brothers, specifically Austin, that he had something in his bag and he better not touch him or else. When Austin MetCalf then pushed Karmelo Anthony, he did reach in, grabbed a 4-inch pocket knife, and stabbed the young 17-year-old to death.
Sad.
Along with us, Michael Jafer and Sonny Slaughter. We've all watched this trial play out through the eyes of Cody Thomas. And again, if I cut you off, it's because we're getting some transmissions from Cody. But Sonny, to you first here as we await this verdict. There are 3 basic scenarios. You've got guilty of murder, the top charge, which carries with it a potential life sentence. Next is manslaughter. Put on the table today through the defense. The judge granted that. And then, of course, the third option, not guilty. How important is it for that jury and for the defense to have manslaughter on the verdict form?
I think it's really.
They tried to get the manslaughter thing pushed through. Then he tried to get this crime of passion pushed through. That floundered. They're putting this kid under the jail, and they're not understanding that because this happened in Texas, that there is going to be a minimum sentencing. This kid, I don't know. We'll find out if they sentence him yet. It should be happening pretty soon, but he's getting 30 to life, guaranteed. It sucks that 2 families lost kids, but in totally different ways. You know what I mean? And I'll be honest. I believe that Karmelo Anthony's parents are culpable in a lot of this. They're the ones that put this up for trial. They're the ones that didn't want to take a plea deal. I believe that they're also the ones that probably inundated him with a lot of anti-YT rhetoric. I also believe that they took a lot of that fundraising money and they didn't apply it the right way because the lawyers, his lawyers, were absolute trash, absolutely embarrassing the way they defended Karmelo.
Important because I do not feel like Karmelo Anthony had the initial intent or the intent to murder. I think it was reactionary.
Well, that's not what the jury came up with. He got it that it basically premeditated. And I believe that it was premeditated. Otherwise, he wouldn't have had his hand in his bag with a poker already ready to go saying, hey, if you touch me, watch what happens. What she doesn't understand, that's premeditated. That's premeditation right there. That's a warning, all of that.
I think all of them should have calmed down. They didn't. And I just think, I don't think it was an intentional homicide, but I don't see this as a not guilty verdict at all because someone is dead, Austin is deceased, and that is a criminal act. So manslaughter is the best that they can hope for, and with a lower sentencing, but I do not see Karmelo walking out of court today as a free young man.
Michael.
And this was earlier today. This was a lot earlier today. Let's get on something a little bit newer right now. Let's see what we have live. I got some stuff that's live right now. Let's see. Let's go.
It has said, send a lengthy sentence, send a message that we will not tolerate senseless violence in this community. That sounds like 40 years plus is what he's
40
hoping
years
this
plus.
jury will
I
return
told you.
with.
You know, I think that having done criminal
Guilty
defense
AF,
and being
you're
a
right, Danny.
prosecutor sort of for a combined 7.
And if you see me on these TikTok debates and these interactions that I've had in the past 12 months, I've said the same thing from the very beginning. We can talk about if he's guilty, if he's not guilty, but with the evidence that we all knew, that real evidence that was on paper, he was going to be under the jail. There was no defending it. And yeah, I never thought he would get manslaughter. I thought that he would be under the jail for doing what he did from the very beginning. And I'm completely vindicated. A lot of my other conservative friends, Dan Maddox, a lot of these guys that have been defending Austin Metcalf and understanding that Karmelo Anthony did commit a blatant homicide. Yeah, we're all vindicated. We're not psychic, but it's almost like we're logical and we actually looked at the court manuscripts and, we looked at what the witness statements were and we applied that, Did they put out the video yet? They haven't. I hope that video does come out.
17 years in certainly in Dallas County.
But what's crazy about that video is, so they brought up a witness to defend Karmelo Anthony and they're trying to get him for lying on the stand because he said that he's seen a bunch of people. I seen a bunch of people approach Karmelo or whatever. Well, when they play back the video, this one witness has his back turned towards the whole thing. He didn't even see the whole thing. Then later they called him out and he was like, oh, I apologize. I didn't see that. He lied on the stand. So for real, they completely floundered it. Their star witness ended up lying on the stand. So take for that as you will.
As a neighboring county to Collin County, times are changing. I think that there was a period of time where communities would understand the facts of this case as tragic, but also would be able to listen to the facts and the evidence and render, I think, an appropriate sentence and appropriate verdict. I think many people
you should read these comments
that
on this.
There
crazy.
Was a tremendous amount of evidence related to a reckless act on the part of Karmelo Anthony, and therefore...
And that's what I said, that in these debates, nobody was taking the evidence into consideration. They were just taking skin color into consideration. Like, I'm going to play some videos. I'm going to play some videos of some Karmelo supporters on how they act, what the things that they said. Your minds are going to be blown. And they're off the internet today, those people that defend. I've tried to get a hold of all the Karmelo Anthony supporters today. It's like their football team lost. I think they shut off their phones for the day.
likely that the jury would have come back with a manslaughter. I think that would have obviously capped Karmelo Anthony at a 20-year sentence. I don't know whether or not this community is going to sentence a 19-year-old kid who is very young, his brain is not fully developed, to a 40-year prison sentence. I think that that's exactly what the district attorney's office may be asking for, may be hoping for, may have argued for. However, I think that there is something to be said for redemption, rehabilitation, which would look like a much shorter sentence.
This seems pretty cool too.
Has been convicted of murder, and so I think it would
So
have been
we're watching
important for a jury to hear from people
basically
that are a little bit detached from Karmelo Anthony. So a juvenile, a psycho, a neuropsychological expert. I mean, somebody that can really talk about the way that this young man's brain will ultimately develop so that he does not make this choice again. And I'm baffled really by why we didn't see any of that.
Crazy.
Very interesting. We've heard from a number of our attorney friends who have really said we thought we'd hear more.
Yeah.
And of course,
They
we
couldn't
don't
defend
know the plan of the defense team. We don't know what they have talked about with Karmelo Anthony and his family. So we're not privy to all of that information. But I think that's why, whatever those reasons are the reasons that they only called a half dozen witnesses. And ultimately, the reason they only had one witness, in the punishment phase. So,
and I think that we truly cannot Monday night quarterback this thing. I do agree.
What's up, everybody? What's up? We're waiting on. They reached the verdict. It's been chaos. I've been sitting from the comfort of my couch watching everything that's going on.
Watching it too. Let's go.
I figured let me just jump on now. I don't know if Jake Lang is going out there. His friend is out there. I think Nick Sorter.
Ickmed. Guys, if you guys want to see this guy, it's Ickmel.
There's out there.
All right, my guy.
There is no thing that is hidden from God, and He sees your sin.
I should just say MDG,
Every single one of them. Well, y'all are faking Be careful with everything that you do, because if the devil will come.
E-Todd. Shit, here we go.
I'm with it. I'm warning you in the name of the Lord.
Excuse me.
Yes, excuse me.
Yeah, I'm telling you, it's going down. What up, my guy? Good, bro.
It's got a full crowd.
Really?
Got a full crowd. Oh shit.
What's going on here? It's the white man. Get the white man.
If you want to use that on the man.
It's a whole ass mob.
You got hate in your heart. You out here antagonizing these young people. You should be ashamed of yourself. Antagonize these young people like that. You should be ashamed of yourself.
No. We got two kids. It's Karmelo Anthony and Austin MetCalf. Sorry, guys. I'm gonna give my guy a breakdown real quick. Basically, it was at a high school football game. Karmelo Anthony was in a tent that he wasn't supposed to be at, another team's tent, and the football I guess Austin MetCalf, the white kid, was told to clean up the tent and kind of he kind of had an authority on like what to do. He was kind of put in authority, and this kid is sitting under the tent, and he comes up to the kid. Him and his twin brother come up to the kid, and we're like, "Hey, you're not supposed to be at this tent." And the kid says, "Touch me and see what happens." And so they try to move the kid, and the kid Karmelo Anthony pulls out a knife and ends the life of Austin MetCalf. stabs him in the heart in broad daylight, and it's basically been a giant racial thing for the past 12 months. And yeah, it's been a giant thing, and he got held accountable today. Murder. But that's the problem is there's people right now, I'm going to show some videos of people saying that even if they have evidence that Karmelo Anthony is at fault, they're still going to defend him anyway, simply because of the color of his skin. You go and try to say, like, there's a lot of people of the supporters, especially the people that I debated with, that are literally more loyal to their skin color than they are morality and truth. You get what I'm trying to say? And yeah, people are up in arms right now because people have been defending this guy for the past 12 months, and it's just like falling on everything's came out today. Everything's came out. They try to have this self-defense. They try to like defend. Not anymore. And that's yeah, we have a two-tier justice system, and I'm glad that we're kind of seeing that, justice is served today. But you see what's happening with soft on crime cities where, you have a dude like the Korean shop owner. Yeah, he just got, yeah, but they burned down his shop. The community ran his shop, and they, you know what I mean? They again, anything to push the race idea. That's what they're doing right now. It's not just the media, it's the people. Instead of like looking at there being an existing problem that you can see that's stat based, you can see it's based in stats, anything but the truth. Because when you have to admit that means you kind of have to hold up a mirror, and you have to kind of be accountable and say, hey, you have to break away from the pack, all of that. And a lot of people don't want to take accountability. You know what I mean? That's what it's all about. All right, my guy. Yeah, I like seeing you, dude. Yeah. Let's do it on. Let's do it, bro. Let's do it. All right, my guy. Yeah, so we're back, guys. Sorry about that.
Bob's out there. They're surrounding him. Where's the backup? Where's the help?
Now, if this was the situation Karmelo Anthony, then it would have been legitimate. But you know what? This didn't happen.
Sorry, guys. Give me 1 second. I have to do something real quick.
They tell you they don't want to hear the Bible. They don't want to hear reason. You can't see the emojis? Same here. I have that problem too. Everyone? That's so weird. I can see it. Let me see. Is it everybody or is it just me? There's somebody open carrying there? Oh shit. Hey, whoa.
What's happening?
Yeah, they're fighting the guy.
Oh,
They're literally, damn, what a horrible time to freeze.
Oh, they're missing it. There's a fight happening right now.
Popping off.
He's going crazy.
You're going too far now.
Yeah, see, they're fighting over. I'm telling you there's gonna be fights and stuff because of this. But and what I've noticed too is when I'm at these events and these protests, you get terrible service. I think the government does something to make it where it's really hard to start streaming from these places. I don't know if they put like a blocker out or something. Like the crazier stuff goes, the harder it is to fill or go live, So I'm sorry. I just want to show you guys these videos of Karmelo Anthony supporters. Yeah, here we go. Again, I wasn't super prepared for today. Go back to this for a second.
Trying to start some shit. Just trying to make it a certain way. Bitch ass nigga, don't do me like that. You don't do else, man.
This.
Hello.
Bitch ass nigga. Put that fucking gun up. Ain't nobody up here.
Oh, really? Okay. All right, thanks.
Watch where you exit to me. Watch where you going. Watch where you walking. Hey,
Oh, shit. Okay. Leave the old man alone, man. Come on.
You scared, bro. You scared. Your heart beating fast as hell and you shaking.
My heart would be beating too if I was surrounded by like 30 people. What the?
See what's happening? I'm telling you, people are going. See? One kid right there. They're just like the one white kid. Watch what's gonna happen.
Wow. This is crazy. It's turned up. Until they hear the verdict.
Stand behind him on purpose.
Ever since the verdict has come out, it's been crazy.
Who's open carry?
You can't stop when people are walking. People are walking.
We recording their faces.
Oh, there's the cops. The cops are very like chill. They're just kind of.
Trying to see if I can find out this guy's regular name. MDT.
What a mess.
I don't think that's him. Live. Oh yeah, right here.
Good question. That is a good question.
My testimony is that I've been doing the same thing, same exact thing you guys have. Been standing out here, I've done all this stuff. I've done terrible things too.
Damn, they got zip ties ready. They got zip ties ready, chat.
I bet some of you would think that's not just another Tuesday. And it was. And me too. The power of God is real. He presided. You just have to
Got a bit of a crowd building here. I guess the only way we can have civil debate is if there's an officer in front with them. JLR's got something happening over here. I don't know. Unsure. Yeah.
So like, you know, this has been exactly, George Floyd 2.0.
Definitely an interesting one,
I
chat.
agree. Bro, from what I read, he barely tried to move the
likes.
kid.
Get more likes.
Let's read some messages real quick, guys. So, from what they tried to move the kid, and the guy put his hand on his shoulder, like, come on, bro, get out of here, and then got poked up. That's what happened. And it's, this race narrative that they're pushing, it's insane. I agree. The I didn't do nothing crowd. I agree. That's what's that's what's happening right now. Let's go see. I think I have some cool stuff on Instagram. I have 2 videos I'd love for you guys to watch. Watch this one.
Was not in fact fighting for
time.
Evidence does come out that Karmelo was not in fact fighting for his life when he stabbed and killed Austin MetCalf.
So if evidence comes out, so this is days before the trial. She's out there. This is Savannah Hernandez. She's interviewing people, and she asks the lady, if evidence comes out that Karmelo Anthony is guilty, will the community accept it? Will the community accept it? Listen to what this lady says, which is completely honest.
Do you think that the black community will accept that?
If evidence shows that he did not, no, we're going to stand by ours regardless. They stand by theirs. We're going to stand by ours regardless. I'm a mother first. I'm a black mother. Let me put that on there. I'm an African-American mother. So I have to put away my color first.
She's not saying put away her color first. She said, I think she has wine here. We're going to go back because she's drinking.
Evidence does come out that Karmelo was not in.
She's drinking, but she's actually saying that I'm going to put my color first before the truth.
Fact fighting for his life when he stabbed and killed Austin MetCalf. Do you think that the black community will accept that?
If evidence shows that he did not, No, we're going to stand by ours regardless. They stand by theirs. We're going to stand by ours regardless.
Sickening, right?
I'm a mother first. I'm a black mother. Let me put that on there.
That's first. That's more important than anything.
I'm an African-American mother. So
she has a bottle of like Hennessy or something. You see it a little bit off, you see it like a little bit off to the side, but yeah, she has a bottle of alcohol like in visible view.
I have to put away my color first and step into the motherhood.
See? Right there. There's the bottle of alcohol. So she's not saying she has to put her, she's saying she has to put her color first before the truth.
Nobody wants to see their child slain. So I do want to send prayers to Austin MetCalf, their family. But at the end of the day, I got to think like, okay, what did you do to them or whatever to cause this to happen, the reaction?
Is there massive amounts of things that are happening in our country where people aren't doing anything and they're ending up dead? Where they're victims? Where they're like innocent victims? So what did you do? Nothing. This kid, Austin MetCalf, was doing exactly what the coach told him to do.
We got to start taking accountability for our kids. Because then again, if my kid...
Take accountability for your kids, but at the same time, I'm putting my race above... What?
That's why it's a catch-22. If my kid was Karmelo and I feel like his back was up against the wall...
But his back wasn't against the wall. He could have just been like, okay, I'm leaving, and not stabbed a kid in the heart.
Well, I'm going to tell you straight up, better mine than yours.
You hear what I'm saying? Better mine than yours.
Better mine than yours. So either way it go, everybody loses. A black boy allegedly murdered, and I say allegedly, heavy on the allegedly.
See? The fact is, we can't believe our lying eyes anymore. We can't believe stats. We can't believe our lived experiences allegedly. It's like, as soon as this case came out and went public, I literally was like, oh yeah, it's most likely as it seems. It's most likely as it seems. Unless new evidence comes out, this kid just offed another kid because it's happening everywhere. It's happening everywhere. The black on white violence, it's happening everywhere. It's bad. So I just used Occam's razor and the law of logic and arrived at this conclusion 12 months ago.
Allegedly
I'm not surprised.
Murdered somebody. You see what I'm saying? So yeah, this is about race. Because if the shoe was on the other foot, they wouldn't give a damn.
That's not, dude. If the shoe was on the other foot, they'd be rioting. There would be riots in the streets.
Who wouldn't give a damn?
Let me say this. Let's say the community.
So, like, if Karmelo Anthony was the one stabbed and killed by Austin MetCalf,
they wouldn't give a damn.
No,
evidence does come out that...
I mean, how delusional can you be? And here's another video. This guy's a pastor, right? This is a Christian, Christian pastor. Let's see what he says.
I come out here every Thursday, and we pray for people going to court because we know this is the final frontier of racism. And it's legalized here.
It was announced yesterday that there's no black jurors that were chosen. What are your thoughts on that?
And yeah, that's an interesting part. If you guys haven't heard about this, they had some black jurors picked, but they ended up by their own statements by being removed from being jurors. A few of them worked in the same school district, so they were disqualified. And then one of the other ones was on record saying, even if he did do it, I don't think I could see myself sending a brother to prison. Like, even one of the jurors, hey, and I'm glad that he was being honest, but one of the jurors said, hey, even if he is guilty, I don't think I could send him to prison. That's what one of the jurors said, a black guy, and he was removed from the juror. So remember, the fact that there was no black jurors didn't have anything to do with racism. It had to do with what the black jurors what jobs they did or what they said and it got them disqualified from being jurors, saying, hey, even if this guy's guilty, I'm still not going to give him a guilty plea because I'm black and he's black. Yeah, that will get you disqualified, and that is blatant racism.
That's why we need God.
What God, though? What God? The God of lies, the God of the world, the God that makes you pick your skin color over the truth? I don't want that God. He said we need that. I don't need that God. I don't need the God that's going to make me pick my skin color over truth and morality. I don't need that God. And so as a reflection, his God, yeah, I don't worship the same God as him. I'll be, that's where I'm coming from.
That's why we need God, and that's why he's going to show who's in control.
If that's the case, justice was served today. Justice was served. And to be honest, this could have been an O.J. Simpson situation, guys. This could have been an O.J. Simpson situation where the jury was too scared to deliberate honestly because they were scared of cities burning, so they let a murderer get off, walk scot-free. And if you guys don't believe me, go do your research on the O.J. Simpson jurors. They are on record today saying, hey, the only reason that we didn't give him the guilty plea is because of the riots at the time, the LA riots. They were too scared of more riots happening, so they let O.J. Simpson walk.
And would you be open to giving us your personal insights into the Karmelo Anthony trial and what your thoughts are on it?
I just want justice done.
Justice is done.
We know nobody go to a track meet to murder anybody. Okay, come on. That's an accident, self-defense. That's what it was. I'm not saying the kid should get off free, but
I mean, the idea that he just says nobody goes to a track meet to do something like that, is he delusional? It's the same thing. It's like nobody goes to the mall to just call it. There are people. There's most likely people that go to track meets to do stuff like this. And I think that he's completely he's believed a lot of the lies. Like he hasn't done his own research on the case, so he's believed a lot of what the community has said, the lies that what the community is telling him, and whatever he's seen on maybe Facebook or something. Because again, if he would have known, this guy brings up the fact that he was getting jumped by 2 kids. That was never brought up. The self-defense thing was never even. They could never even prove even close that it was self-defense in the trial.
First-degree murder? Come on. Basically, He's facing the wrong charge for the crime that was committed.
Do you think Karmelo is innocent? Do you feel like it's been an unfair response to what happened to Karmelo Anthony?
I feel that the justice system always over-respond when it comes to us. So,
see, it always has to be a race thing and instead of an accountability, honesty thing.
Definitely. I mean,
Did you hear what he just said? He thinks this pastor 3 days ago, 2 days, I don't know, a couple of days ago, thought Karmelo Anthony was completely innocent. One more time. He thought Karmelo Anthony was completely innocent, and today Karmelo Anthony got a murder charge.
You look at the charge. It was self-defense. He was
self-defense. He was wrestling
with 2 guys.
He was wrestling with 2 guys. How come no witness said that? Not any witnesses. Nobody said that at all. Where did he come up with this? What lie? Like, this guy needs to stay in the house for the rest of the year because he looks like an idiot on camera.
I don't know what the parameters of it, but it was 2 people. So, 2 against 1, that's self-defense. I come out here every Thursday.
It's sad, right? Super sad. Super sad that this guy believed those lies.
More likes, follows, shares, subscribes.
Let's see what else is happening on this one. It has to get live tonight. Yo, I'm dead serious. If you're a white person, you shouldn't be in this crowd.
I mean,
Run.
Here's the thing.
But the judge wasn't even supposed to be on the case. Why? Because you in the fucking.
Look at them coming out.
I agree, chat. Here comes some people on the outside. People are coming. People are coming. It is going to go wild, chat. Absolutely wild, chat. Absolutely wild. We're here.
They do not like us. They do not care for us. They don't. We got to stop fighting each other.
Sounds like they're trying to start a race riot.
And we have to support one another. If you see your sister or your brother struggling, you have to be there for them. We all we got. We are all we got. They have taught us today. They have taught us today that the Constitution is not for us. They have taught us today that we are still counted as 3/5 a human being. We are all we got. Talk to your youngins. Talk to your youngins. They gave them 35 years. They have told us today that any other race could come in our life and do whatever they want to do to us, and we cannot defend ourselves.
They got 35 years, y'all. 35.
We was surrounded on the
35 motherfucking years.
We want to know the truth. They never released the video, Mama. But I'm telling my people, I'm telling my black people, I don't care about no other race. I'm not concerned about any other race. I'm concerned about the black race. They have been killing us and lynching us, and we have been doing it to ourselves. It's time out. Right? We have to support one another. We have to pour our dollars into our own community. And we also have to get our
Anything but the truth.
together to help this family. We need a better defense team to appeal this foolishness. And to try to fight to get it up out of here.
Sierra Norris, where you at?
It was off of race. This case was built off of race. There was no.
I thought they were saying it wasn't about race at all.
Okay? All of these witnesses, these teenage witnesses that came in here and testified, I sat and I watched them. They lied. Their stories were inconsistent. Black people, y'all better wake up.
Yep, Leering Center. Definitely Leering Center.
Yeah, I'm on this. I'm here right now. Send me a video of that.
That I'm talking. This was a legal lynching that happened in here today. We can't hear.
All right.
I said as a former prosecutor, this was a legal lynching that happened.
Now they're saying this was a legal lynching. Like for real.
This is not a courthouse. This courthouse is designed when you would come here and you look like us.
Sorry guys, let me get back to YouTube.
That judge intentionally sealed us from being able to have a legal right to see what the fuck was going on in this case for a motherfucking reason. Because he know when we have access, we don't play about our people. So how do he silence us? He closed the fucking case so we can't see what the fuck is going on. Also the reason he shut down black media from coming, he only had these white motherfuckers up in that courthouse so that they can tell the wrong fucking story about Karmelo Anthony. And they can tell the white story about the domestic terror, because that's what they were. Those twins were domestic, racist terrorists.
They is. I know they
Make
is.
no motherfucking mistake. That judge fucked him. That prosecutor fucked him. There was no, as a former prosecutor, they did not meet their motherfucking burden. They did not prove intent. They did not prove it knowingly. But they had them white dumb motherfuckers on that jury for a reason.
He gonna get it back in the high court.
When they pick their jury like that, that's
God bless all you guys. Appreciate the super chats.
smart as us. We can read through the bullshit. They follow their bullshit and believe what they say. So when we here discrediting ourselves. It's giving them an advantage. They know how to divide us, and that's through the court system. And they silence us from the court system. They silence us from having access. Have these people out here like a fucking poker game, have access to a trial and send Karmelo up to have an unfair ending.
Trying to find some cool videos on Instagram that we can watch again.
Ask him, why do we have a settlement with the civil case for harassing 7
I'm trying to find the video where the guy's saying that the only good crack, the racial slur for a white person, the only good, I guess it would C slur. I guess you call it the C slur. You could say cracker, right? He said the only good cracker is a dead cracker. That's what he was saying over and over. And that's the supporters.
It's all about elections. It was always about elections.
That's a violation. And they know it. That judge was in there feeding the state objections because they were too dumb to know what the fuck to object to. I ain't never seen no judge do no shit like that. She got too much fucking experience, over 40 years as a fucking prosecutor, and you don't know how to fucking object, and you got this judge up there helping you? Oh, such a big hey, this is his life. Speak on the picture. This was his life. Speak on the photo.
That photo, right.
They all friends. Speak on the photo.
Yeah, shit. I love see her platform is real life street.
Let's watch some videos. I got a few of these that are funny.
I have no idea. So she wasn't like part of the defense or anything?
What do I got? Let's start from the top. What's this one right here? Karmelo Anthony supporter says Karmelo should have also offed Austin's twin brother as well. Both of those brothers should have been dead if you ask me.
The twin brother would have been with him. Fuck you saying?
They should have both been arrested.
They should both should have been dead. The brothers, both brothers. Both of them should have been dead. You ask me?
Like, if this isn't exposing something.
Don't record me. I asked you not to record me. Yeah.
There's one. So I'm just going to give you guys some of the stuff that it was saying. This guy, apparently, he's like, I seen the video, and then lies about what the video showed.
You seen the video on 2 hours. Was it clear enough, or was it fuzzy, or what?
No, it was clear. It was clear enough where you can see the actual individual raindrops come by the cameras.
Okay.
This has been completely debunked. This guy lied.
Walking up. You see that Carmelo is already up under there.
What'd they pay this dude?
Dodging the rain, or?
Yeah, it was still raining. You know, I'm from Louisville, so that day we were under a tornado watch. Right. And we were under thunderstorm warning, and we know we had already had some.
For real, this was like a hoax. This had a lot of the black community being like, "Oh, this guy's seen it. It must be true." Turns out they watched it in court. None of this was true.
Light rained in, and it started raining again. Then it was over with for the day. Okay. So that's kind of what happened on that day. But they were at a rain delay already, and so during that,
even if it says statements made by this individual have not been independently verified at all.
Time when that happened, the twins, their two buddies, and a few other kids, because there was a few kids involved with them. They were all coming from the direction of the middle school, coming walking back up. Right. On the video, you can see those 4 that actually was involved, and maybe about 3 or 4 others that was with them, skipping up, trying to catch up behind. One veered off probably toward his way to go to the coach.
Yeah, this guy's saying that one of them tries to get the coach's attention. Like, for real, like, this is complete. Like, no wonder. Like, it's like your own people are your worst enemy. The reason why the video you just seen of these people up in arms and they're about to fight and all this, and this is a modern day lynching, it's because this guy's lying.
And kind of distract them a little bit. And then the other 4 came walking together. One went in front of them, went past.
Right.
The other 4 went and they surrounded Karmelo. You know, if you're Karmelo.
And they showed that on that video.
It's on the video.
Okay, come on.
You can see them walk
I'm gonna
up.
say little
And
stuff.
I'll put it this way.
Okay.
They actually tell you when you're watching the video, pay attention to this corner right here, because if you look anywhere else, you might miss different things.
Okay.
So watch those 4. Here they're 4 right there coming up.
Right.
That's exactly what they say.
Okay.
And so you have no way to be confused that it's those 4.
Okay.
So they
Now it's
come
4
up, they
people.
surround them, and this immediate moment of not even a few seconds of pause, then that's when they jump. And so
they
was,
actually did.
So you hear what this guy just said, that he's seen a video of 4 people jumping Karmelo Anthony. And people believe this guy. This guy, Karmelo Anthony, was at the least nudged and at the most pushed by one person, Austin MetCalf. And every witness, even the defense's star witness, said this.
Jump him.
Yeah, it wasn't just no touch. It wasn't just all that moment. Yeah, it was a push. It was all kind of things. But Austin pushed, Hunter hit, and then everybody.
Insane, dude. This guy should be this guy's a criminal. This guy's a criminal for doing this.
That's one. But at the same time,
So it's more than the twins.
So
that
somebody
got,
got punched now.
So it showed that in the video.
Yes, in the video. So again, you got Hunter and Austin standing in the middle.
Sickening, dude. Sickening. They played this video in court. There was no punch. No punch was thrown.
Okay.
And you have the light bright boy here, and you have the darker boy here.
Okay.
The light bright boy here, like he doesn't have a motive. Like this guy doesn't have no motivation. The light bright boy though.
I think that's what I remember. So I have to go back and think about it. But that's where they were. One was going up and down while they were talking and kind of pushing or whatever he was doing. Austin and Hunter was in front. So where they're talking about grabbing bags, Hunter actually said that I grabbed his bag.
Right.
And then later on, he said that Austin threw the bag.
Okay.
Jeff also said the same thing. And so that's them both antagonizing. And we know under Texas law, I just have the fear that you're about to do something to me and you can get up out of here.
That's not true. You have to fear death. You have to fear impending death. And there was no blows thrown, and it was one person approaching him. There was only one person in his vicinity. The brother wasn't even close enough to throw a punch. So again, and hopefully this video comes out and everybody can realize that this guy should delete all of his social media because this guy's criminal. This guy's a criminal. He's one of the reasons why there's going to be more violence.
Yeah, so you ain't have to touch me. But at that point, he still stood there and stopped there. And whatever they say alleged was said, you don't know that until they get into it here. But once they did that, they start hitting him. Karmelo actually was able to back out and try to get away. So he was actually trying to get away the first time. Austin grabbed him, and you can see his hoodie coming out like this, and they brought him back in.
Okay.
And when they brought him back in, that's when you can see Austin put him in the head.
And he reads some of the comments on this. That's not even the testimony of Anthony himself.
You can see that all the rest of them are still hitting.
And they also, here we go. You know why this is not true at all? They ordered a gag order on anybody that witnessed and watched the video just so it didn't alter the end result. So anybody that watched the video was put under gag order. But this guy's out here saying he's seen the video and yeah, he's out.
That must be when the poke happened because he was able to get out again. He backed out. He looked to the right. That's where the other little kid was filming because they got some cell phone footage too. But that's where he was filming. He looked directly at him in his camera, and then he went this way to the left. He went down. He fell, and that's when they realized he was gone because they were still punching. And when he fell, that's when they all turned around. They started chasing him. Austin tried to go chase him too, but he grabbed his chest. I guess he realized that something happened to him, and that's when he went down a little bit and he fell down.
Sad.
But all three of them was chasing. But Karmelo was so fast, he got away and went around to the coach. And so you can see them on the video pointing toward Karmelo.
He went to the coach. I can say that he did run up. He tried to run away. A coach called him, and when he said, that was like he basically admitted it all to the coach immediately.
Coach, and I can imagine, because Karmelo's out of the camera on that moment, that he was telling the coach what happened, and then that's when Hunter said he whipped his head around. That's a true statement. He just wasn't sitting when he did. He whipped his head around. You see him on the video, and that's when he walked over to where Austin was, but he never touched him. So all that stuff about him rendering aid and holding his heart, and all, he never did that because the coach grabbed him and he was holding him. So at the end of the day, that's kind of where the moment went. But they did assault him, and we'll just play the game. Even if it was just a push, you still assaulted him because it was unwanted.
Wait a minute.
By your own.
Again, now even if it was just a push. So everything he's just saying is going out the window.
Own definition in your word of him saying that leave me alone and I'm not going, you assaulted him, period. But they did beat him. And if you look at the, not the photo that Fox 4 put out, because that was one that they actually edited. I have the emails to prove it. But the actual Collin County one, you can see the webs and stuff on his eye. You can see the bridge of his nose is swollen.
All
you can
lies.
see the webs under his neck. And so that's the reason why they edited the one from Fox and kind of airbrushed it. And you can see they put the locks of his hair that got taken out as well.
You see all like, yo, the amount of lies is crazy. This is crazy. See what's happening next.
He was not an aggressor. Karmelo was not an aggressor. He was minding his damn business when them boys came up to him.
We the crowd. We the creek. Karmelo Anthony will walk free. We the crowd.
They silence Karmelo and his family.
Anthony will walk free. We the crowd. We the creek. Karmelo Anthony will walk free. We the crowd. We the creek.
I don't know. I don't know if he'll walk free.
We the crowd. We the creek. Karmelo Anthony will walk free. We the cloud, we the creek. Karmelo Anthony will walk free.
Nope, he will not walk free. Maybe when he's 89 years old.
He was not an aggressor.
When he's 90, he will walk free.
The judge as well in this case said it was not a case about race, but you cannot deny that just the facts of the case and what we've seen play out since then and what we're watch happening now is because the defendant is black, the victim is
What's the word for this?
white.
What's the word for this? I wish I could say it. Can I say it?
And that's the bottom line. But again, this is what I alluded to when I said this has brought out what's bubbling right beneath the surface. The judge as well in this case said it was not a case about race, but you cannot deny.
It is, and to give you some perspective, they are across the street from where I'm standing right now. I could hear people screaming, chanting, but I really want to mention that security here is tight. I mean, there have been sheriff deputies roaming this entire parking lot for days, really anticipating this. And you even had Karmelo Anthony supporters out here yesterday telling supporters, make sure that you don't make this case about what's going on outside the courtroom, make it about what's happening inside the courtroom, really telling people to make sure that they are civil. But as you could hear and probably see right now, things are quickly heating up. This case, it's caused a lot of strong emotions on both sides.
Hey, Brooke, stand by if you would. We want to come back to Kelly's.
Very, very emotional. Emotional men. Emotional, feminized men, most likely raised by single fucking moms.
And they keep claiming it's not about race. America was bred with racism. I came back to blue. I'm tired.
Y'all used to eat us. Look up the book, The Delectable Negro.
Y'all used to eat us. Cannibalism. That was rampant in early America. You guys heard? You know what I mean? In early America, we were hungry and we just ate a bunch of black people. That's what it was. You used to eat us. What in the world is this dude talking about?
This baby, I want you to fix your shirt. I want you to fix your face. You need to show them. This baby, nothing. This baby had to turn his shirt inside.
I don't care about this. Because that's not even that thin.
These are the blacks who don't like boundaries. These are the blacks who view rules as oppression. These are the blacks who will support Karmelo Anthony no matter what, even if it compromises their own personal values. These are the niggas who will host a party. Say that the party starts at 4 p.m.
There you go, Cannonball.
And at 8:30
said
p.m.
it.
they are just setting up. The other problem with these kinds of blacks is that they don't generally read. And when they do,
They don't generally read. That's pretty awesome.
they don't do it to comprehend. And no, I'm not bashing black people. I'm calling out black trash. Not the same sway. If these people actually read to comprehend, they would have known that the judge gave his orders weeks before this trial started. And he made it very clear he didn't want any paraphernalia that supported Karmelo or Austin in the courthouse. So when you have to go into the courthouse to use the restroom, you can't sport your Free Karmelo shirt. It is this culture that doesn't respect boundaries that created Karmelo. He was in an opposing team's tent, told to leave, and instead of showing good sportsmanship and just moving on, he chose to be volatile and sassy.
Yep, it's facts. Volatile and sassy. Told to leave, and instead he said, "Yo, if you touch me, watch what happens. Watch what happens."
And throw his future away. Now listen, I know this is very difficult to listen to, but this is how the greater world views you, including decent black people. What are you pretending not to know?
Facts. It's true. They're telling us not to believe our own lying eyes.
Sources have told me that they found Karmelo Anthony guilty of killing that bitch ass white boy. And honestly, Chet, you can't really expect much in America. I didn't think you would get found guilty, but I'm not surprised by this. When you know what the criminal justice system is and what it's really meant to do, you don't get surprised at outcomes like this. They'll let that nigga Rick Chow out, but they won't free Karmelo Anthony, a man who actually had his life threatened by two big ass white boys. If it was me, I'd stab both the niggas. But free Karmelo Anthony, man. He ain't do shit to nobody. Sources have told.
See? Again, don't believe our lying eyes. I can't.
I'm not speaking for the whole black community. I'm just speaking for myself. Yes, I'm going to say it out loud. Yes, I am defending Karmelo Anthony because he's black. I'm defending him because he's black because you attacked him because he was black. You decided that he was a thug because he was black. You decided that this young man shouldn't have a bond because he was black. You decided that this young man should be charged as an adult because he was black. This young man should get life in prison because...
No, I just thought because he killed somebody. Not anything about him being black. I was just like, oh, he blatantly murdered somebody.
He was black. You didn't even know the details. You still don't know the details of the case. So yes.
A lot of the details are out, and the details that were available, the details and the witness statements that were available, that's all I need to know. Unless new information would have came out, which it didn't. I had this in the bag from the very beginning.
I am defending Karmelo Anthony because he is black, and you are attacking him because he is black.
No, I'm attacking him because he's a stone cold murderer.
You respect nothing. His father said he didn't think this was a black or white issue. He didn't want it politicized. You turn right around.
First of all, just because his dad's cucked out, just because the Metcalf father's cucked out, doesn't mean that I am.
And you politicize it. You make it a black or white issue.
Look, let's be honest here. That's what's happening. That's what they're making it. That's what's happening. And unless we address core issues, these core issues will never change. We have to admit that there's a problem. There's a problem. And our lived experience, good black people, white people, everybody, they have a lived experience. And a lot of us agree that there is a major problem.
And you think black America is supposed to just sit back and let you find this young man guilty in the court of public opinion before he could even get a fair trial. Now, it don't work like
He got a fair trial and he got found guilty there too. What up, Ziggy?
Like that. It's cause and effect. You attacking him because he's black. I'm defending him because he's black. That's how that works.
What? This guy's like, what?
All right.
Let's go back to this and see what's happening.
Or she's just in the room.
What about the woman in the pink? Is she a relative?
Sorry, guys. This guy's feed is down. There it is. It's back. It looks like it's calming down. Oh, he's muted. It's not me. Let me go see if there's anything else happening. Give me a second. Thanks for hanging out with me, man. Thanks for hanging out with me. And guess what? Today, justice is being done. Justice. Oh, that sounds good.
Yeah, they're chanting the usual. They're chanting the usual, chat. It's the usual. They only know 4 words, chat.
No peace! No justice! No peace!
You know when you start hearing no justice, no peace, there might be a cop attacked and some cars burned and some Nike stores looted. Let's go see what Myron Gaines is talking about. I think he should be going. He should be live right now. Let's see what he's talking about.
Though, what's going on here? Bro, limited drop for you niggas, man.
Oh shit.
Oh my God.
He'll say it. I'm not gonna say
right
it.
Here, man. These niggas are doing the marketing for me, bro. This shit crazy. Okay, you get in black, get in white. There's a link for y'all niggas.
He has a shirt that says "chimping out" on it, and it looks like the Chiquita
Here's a link for y'all niggas. I'll just drop this shit right here.
That's crazy.
Bro, what the fuck is going on, man?
Let's see what he's talking about. I'm gonna move out. There we go.
For those wondering, sentencing is done by the same jury. It was determined during pretrial. Defense could have opted for a separate jury, but didn't.
Yeah, he did. It goes through.
Bro, he just put up a sign of 4 white people that got killed, and this dude fucking punched them. That's crazy work, man.
How old are you?
Hear him?
This nigga right here in the white punched him.
He put up a sign that 4 white people that were killed and got punched. Look, he's getting a. Why are they arresting this kid?
Watch, he holds a sign with the 4 white people that were killed, right? What does this nigga do right here? Stupid ass. Yo, what? Yeah, put that nigga in jail, bro. What
weird
the
ass,
fuck?
loose ass
and then
punch.
Look
Soft ass
what
punch.
happens when the cops try to grab him, right?
Look at and then the women grab him up. Don't take
Look
my
at this, they
baby.
enable the bad behavior, bro.
Enabling the
Sheriff
bad
tries to
behavior.
grab him, sheriff's deputy, and then look, dumbass niggas pull him away, bro. There's never no accountability, bro. This is what these niggas do, man. They chimp out, right? Cops try to do their jobs. Oh, nah, chill, bro, chill. He ain't gotta go to jail. Fucking ridiculous, bro.
Terrible.
This dumbass nigga probably doesn't even know who those 4 people are. Besides Austin MetCalf, to be honest with you. He probably don't even know who Austin MetCalf is.
Yeah, most of them haven't really
These
followed.
stupid ass niggas, bro. All they see is, oh, white and black. That's it.
Yup, most of them have not even followed the case at all.
You know? So, absolutely insane, bro. Clown world.
Clown world.
I'm just holding a sign.
Loose ass punch.
Hey, officer, you assaulted me. That's assault. I was just standing there, bro.
He hit the sign, nigga. He ain't hit you.
Yeah, he did. It goes through. It's cardboard. It goes through.
Look at that. Ain't nobody saw your pussy ass nigga. Bro, oh man, the fatigue. Yo, the fatigue.
Oh, shit.
Like what?
I mean, again, is the fatigue real? You know what I mean? Is the fatigue real? Are you guys fatigued in the chat?
It goes through. I was just standing there, bro.
Yo, the black fatigue is through the roof, bro. Ain't nobody saw your pussy ass nigga.
Sorry, nigga. He ain't hit
Nigga, he hit you? Yes, he did.
I mean, it's like you said, Cannibal, that they're keeping us divided to control the narrative. I don't know. I know that there's people in control to divide us, but it seems like people are doing everything they can do to pick the amount of melanin to be loyal to their skin color over like facts, logic, reason, morality. And I don't know if that has anything to do with the higher ups. At any time, we can break away from the control. You know what I mean? Like, if this was switched around, I wouldn't be like, yeah, I'm going to support Austin MetCalf because he's white. I wouldn't do that. I'd be like, yeah, Austin MetCalf is a murderer. And I would, yeah, that's what I would have been saying from the very beginning. It's not the same on the other side. It's just not. And I'm not saying every black person is a Karmelo Anthony supporter, but the majority of what I'm looking at.
You're like, what?
And again, I'm sick and tired of it always being a race issue too, but the only way that it can stop being is if we're under the same umbrella of truth and morality. Other than that, it's always going to be. If you're seeing, if you see these crime statistics, there's a problem. If you see the things that are happening, the teen takeovers, the music, Zeus Network, this kind of stuff, you're like, yes, but that's what's causing the issue. You know what I mean?
It goes through.
Ain't nobody saw you
record and talk to you guys or see what's going on. Free Karmelo. You guys support Karmelo? Yes?
Like,
yes? We're just here with press just to record and talk to you guys or see what's going on. Okay. Okay. It's a free country. You're in public. You're in public. Okay. Okay. Well, you're in public. I'm just asking. Yeah.
Bitch, go!
Whoa.
Oh.
Hey, move the camera, bro.
It's
Tell
free
them
speech.
that's crazy.
It's free speech.
They're in public. Look at this lady right here. Look at this lady right here.
Yo, like, bro, you guys are in public, bro. You guys are in public. You can't do shit, man. What is wrong with these niggas?
They don't understand that if you're in public,
because
you can't say don't record.
After the verdict came in, niggas was pissed.
They're mad.
Niggas was tight after that verdict came in.
Why are you throwing stuff at us? Yeah, why are you throwing stuff at us? What the hell is that? All right, well.
Oh my God, bro. This shit is insane, man. This shit is insane.
They're throwing water bottles at us while we're recording. By the way, there's signs right here that says, self-defense is not a crime. Karmelo Anthony should do no time. And there's also this sign right here says, hands off. And this sign says,
why is she right up on him? What's wrong with this chick?
We stand with you. I believe this is about Karmelo as well. And you'll see a picture right here of Karmelo Anthony. These are pictures probably from his Instagram. Self-defense is not a crime. So that's basically with the tensions being high here. You can see, I mean, we're not here to support anybody, but we're already having things thrown at us. Well, we don't have to do that.
Angry and upset. It's family members over there.
Okay.
So you're agitated.
Those are family members.
You're agitated.
Okay, cool. We'll come back. Yeah, you're good.
Emotion.
All right, well, we don't have to go.
Yeah, but like, again, but this shit is crazy.
And there's also
to give him as much as 99 years behind bars.
99.
They have chosen.
So again,
to give him 35 years.
The sentencing is here, guys. This is shout out to Myron Gaines for showing the sentencing right now. I didn't even know how much he's been sentenced to. He's sentenced to 35 years, which I think, to be honest, it's an injustice. I think 35 years is too, because that's you could do half of that for I think for good behavior, and I think taking somebody's life, what's half of 35, like, you know what I mean, 17 years. You can do 17 years in prison. You can off somebody and only have to do 17 years in prison. I think that sets a bad precedent as well.
Years, and I do want to mention, we showed you those protests, a bunch of supporters out here. They've erupted again. Pretty shocking. This is a direct quote. I just heard one supporter say, quote, those twins, meaning the victim and his twin brother who were there at the time, are, quote, domestic racist terrorists. So pretty unbelievable, Jesse.
Wait, what?
Only 17.
Hold on, bruh.
Again, pretty shocking. This is a direct quote. I just heard one woman, one supporter say, quote, those twins, meaning the victim and his twin brother who were there at the time, are, quote, domestic racist terrorists. So pretty unbelievable.
Isn't that crazy that the victim of the crime is a racist domestic terrorist? The victim, the dead victim, and his twin brother that watched his brother bleed out in his arms. He's a terrorist.
Jesse.
All right, well, only 17 years.
Wait, what? These Karmelo supporters are fucking crazy, dude. They're radical, crazy bastards, right? These motherfuckers make all blacks look nuts. Bro, these guys are a fucking embarrassment, man. This is why the black fatigue is so goddamn high, bro. This is why. By the way, guys, smash the like button if you guys are watching on YouTube. We got what? 5,000, we got what? 6,000, 7,000 y'all in here? Smash the like button for me, guys, okay? If you guys are watching on YouTube.
I'm watching you watching
2,000 likes
Myron.
right away. Otherwise, I'm going to get off this bitch. I don't like being on YouTube. You guys already know I don't like this platform. I'm on here because, number one, so you guys know I'm live, and then number two, so you can move. We can convert you guys to the evil side, a.k.a. Kick.
Kick, yeah. Follow me on Kick if I get banned because I'm Myron.
It's the only reason I'm on this godforsaken bitch-ass nigga platform. So smash that like button, guys. Smash that like button on.
My bad, guys. I'm back. Give me 1 second.
The verdict came in, and Karmelo Anthony is guilty of the biggest offense that he could have been charged with, which is great. But the absolute meltdown and the lunatics calling into court TV right now, it's pure gold. It's pure entertainment. I don't want to gloat because Austin MetCalf, regardless of what sentence Karmelo gets, and we'll cover the sentencing if it comes out later today, which I suspect it will. Regardless of the sentence, it doesn't matter.
That's true. That is true. Like, how many lives did this dude take? He got 35 years. Any normal person takes. I know. I understand. But again, we're in kind of a two-tier justice system right now. I'm happy that he got any time, but it's still not justice. 35 years for blatant murder is crazy to me. It's insane. And guess what? I believe that if the roles were switched, there would be a lot bigger time, especially when you look at a guy like the guy Chud the Builder. You know, like there's definitely like a two-tier justice system going on.
Austin MetCalf is not coming back. And there's just no, I don't want to harsh anybody's mellow, unironic choice of words there. I think it's great. $4 a buck.
That boy broke down and cried. They done fucked up the rest of this boy's life.
When you're out here and you see all these people, you've been here every day, I know. When you hear that verdict read.
Well, these people are really delusional. They must not have been following any part of the trial.
They weren't. They don't
while
know.
They
Like
were
I said.
standing at the trial every day, drinking their 40s or whatever. A lot of people that were drinking, I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I didn't see any 40s. They were like wine in a glass, wine in a bottle kind of thing.
Let's go see what Fox News is talking about.
They must not have been watching the trial at all. They must not follow or subscribe to this channel. By the way, I know 40% of my viewers are not subscribed. Please take
whatever
a...
you wish to call it over.
Because victim impact statements are meant to put a period, I think that what you often hear
still is standing out here in front of the courthouse where a good number of people have made the decision that they are going to remain here. If I had to guess, probably about 200 people, maybe more, kind of scattered throughout this parking lot. Most of those behind me here, close to the steps of the courthouse. It is, again, just a pendulum swinging back and forth when describing the mood here and the tension that is moving through. It is not clear if everyone out here has been made aware of that sentencing verdict, the 35-year sentence. And I say that because a gentleman walked up to me just a little bit ago and he says, hey, my daughter is texting me and she's saying that he got 35 years. Do you know if that's the case? And I definitely affirm that for him. But just a sign here that not everyone out here is aware of the sentence. We still have a good presence of law enforcement. We've got people that are close to where the perimeter is in front of the courthouse. You've got some people that were still kind of talking on microphones. There was one man delivering the gospel, was basically telling everyone out here to turn to the Word of God. He will take care of your pain. He will take care of your distress. So just a mix of happenings here. You've got different groups that are engaged. Some are interacting. Many of the interactions seem somewhat, friendly.
They seem real cordial.
But we've seen them touch off and become, contentious as well.
Huh.
At one point, there was just a traveling little interaction where there was a large group of people around two folks who were walking and having a confrontation, and law enforcement close by them, just making sure that situation remained civil or as civil as possible. But again, looks like, anywhere.
Witnesses say that Karmelo was asked to leave 15 times.
From 200 to 300 people that remain here. Folks have just made the decision for whatever reason that they want to be here and they're going to remain here for a while. Of course, there are those who are frustrated, and then there are others who feel like the sentence was not harsh enough. Some have mentioned that it is definitely justice. Others are frustrated, but overall, you can find folks who say this is a very sad situation on all fronts for the victim's family, for Karmelo Anthony's family, and it just remains that we are paying very close attention to what's going on out here because the tension is moving back and forth, back and forth. For now, I'll send it back to you.
All right, Dan, thanks for giving us that update. I'd like to bring Bree back in. Bree, Lori Brown, who's in the courtroom, just put out that the defendant, Karmelo Anthony, was taken away. So tell us what those steps are going to be for Karmelo Anthony now that he's been taken out of the courtroom.
So we'll remember that if you're on bond and you're facing a criminal prosecution, and ultimately at the end of that criminal prosecution, you're found guilty, so we're before the punishment phase. When that happens, your bond that was allowing you to be, free and be home and all of that, that is immediately held insufficient, which means that you are then taken into custody at that moment. So Karmelo Anthony, when that verdict of guilty was read, his bond was held insufficient and he was immediately taken into custody at that time. Now, obviously, we went directly into sentencing, right? So it wasn't as if he had to then go check into the jail and then come back tomorrow. Everything has happened all at one time. And so now his next steps are that he actually has to be processed into the Collin County Jail. He will just sort of, if you've ever been arrested before, you get fingerprinted and photographed and all of these kinds of things. All of that is going to happen for Karmelo Anthony now. He's going to be transported by the sheriff's department to the Collin County Jail. He will be processed through the intake department. He will be changed out and dressed out into jail clothes. And as of today, he will begin his sentence of 35 years.
And that's happening now, and then he will be at the Collin County Jail until the Texas Department of Corrections brings a bus through.
That's right. So
North Texas.
Yes.
And make their pickups.
That's exactly right. So most people will process through Huntsville, which is sort of like a processing transfer type of facility. So he will get picked up from the Collin County Jail along with any other defendant that's been sentenced to prison. They come, once or twice a week. It depends on how busy your jail is. In Dallas County, they come pretty often. And they will pick up all of the inmates that have been sentenced to TDC or sentenced to the Texas Department of Criminal Justice Institutional Division. They will be taken to their processing center, which is generally Huntsville. It's not always Huntsville, but generally Huntsville, where you're going to get processed.
We didn't hear what for, as you might well.
What's this lady talking about?
His door.
We'll watch
is
a couple
still
more
shut.
Instagram videos.
My mom crying herself to sleep. Dad can't talk to his son anymore.
And I think that you can clearly see, right, that oftentimes in these victim impact statements, because they're designed to kind of put a period at the end of this process.
We're taking a look at the Anthony family leaving the courthouse right now.
We didn't hear what she was saying earlier, but she was outside the car.
And making a heart sign, with her.
By violence.
Yes.
To the
All right, let's see what we got on Instagram. I'm gonna keep it light tonight. I just wanted to say that. What do you guys think? You guys think that justice has been served? You guys think that justice has been served with a 35-year verdict that he's going to jail for prison for 35 years? Like that's all you get? I just don't. I want you guys to look up the Chud the Builder case, and they're gonna put him under the prison, and nobody died. Just watch. Let's see.
But Frisco ISD has notified of their intent to expel Karmelo Anthony from school 1 month before his high school graduation.
This is old. That's old.
I would go over there. I grab him. I see.
I don't know if you can really call it a fight. It was a stabbing, and the question of what was provoked and what happened before that is really the subject of this trial. Texas teen Karmelo Anthony on the left is accused of stabbing Austin MetCalf last year when they were both 17. By all reports, they didn't even know each other when they went to this meet. He is charged with first-degree murder, and state law lets prosecutors try 17-year-olds as adults.
I would go over there.
Outside the Collin County Court.
This video is crazy.
Courthouse tensions rose as demonstrators gathered during proceedings involving Karmelo Anthony's case. A heated exchange between opposing groups quickly drew attention online, adding to the public debate surrounding the trial.
You guys hear what he's saying?
Outside the Collin County Court.
So he's saying only good cracker is a dead cracker. That's what he's saying. This bald chick got a baseball bat.
I know y'all wrong. I swear to God, I'm sick of this. We just left the courtroom. The family walked out crying, screaming.
It almost felt like things happened in slow motion when that verdict came out.
It's nice to see that stabbing someone is still illegal.
You know, one lady, she physically collapsed to the ground and was just crying, people having to pull her up. There was another lady who was just staring off into the distance, almost just frozen in time, just not in disbelief, but still shocked nonetheless. And then, of course, those who did agree with the verdict, not as expressive as those who did not.
I'm tired of this. I'm tired.
It's a tragic situation all the way around. I'm glad there's accountability. Do I think the young man should go to prison for the rest of his life? I don't think so. I hope that he can learn something.
You can't lead with emotion. You have to be able to lead with facts, and I think that this jury has done that.
What this process did is shown that black lives do not matter in Collin County. It showed very clearly that a black boy.
Dude, this fake MOK crying voice. Come on, man.
Was allowed not one black soul on a jury.
They are still in that sentencing phase. He's going to find out how long he is going to have to serve behind bars. The Next Generation, that advocacy group, already vowing that they do plan to help out with the appeal process, which we should learn more about in the upcoming days. Of course, we are going to be on standby trying to speak with attorneys from both sides as well as family members once they walk out of the courthouse.
Let's see what he's saying.
He was wrong. How do you know he was wrong? You wasn't there. You didn't stand in defense of none of our slain when the police took their lives. You didn't speak up for Trayvon. You didn't speak up for Sonia Massey. You didn't speak up for Sonia Bland or Amir Locke or...
Anything I mean, guys, we need to wake up. We need to wake up for real. It's scary. It's scary that we live side by side with people that will always choose their skin color over the truth. That's scary. It's just not. It's not right, man.
Dante or Philando Castile, Freddie Gray. You didn't speak up for Breonna Taylor, but you're going to get on the internet and speak up.
I can't do that.
Let's fucking go. Lock his ass up. Guilty. Everybody knew it. It was an open and shut case. Thank you to all of the jurors. I feel so bad for the family to have to suffer through all of this shit, all this stuff they had to watch and relive. Even if they left the courtroom, they're reading the news. They're stressed the fuck out every single day. He's fucking guilty. Lock his ass up and throw away the key. Let's fucking go.
I agree with this guy.
This
is sad. This is the twin brother.
This kid, before I knew his name now, this kid was sitting under our tent at track. We asked him to move. He started getting aggressive and talking reckless. And my brother stepped in and said, "You need to move." He's like, "Make me move." Austin grabbed his backpack. The kid, I tried to whip around as fast as I could, but I didn't see the stab. But then I look at my brother, and then I'm not going to talk about the rest. So that's just what I saw.
He literally watched his brother die in his arms.
I try to help him, but
oh my God,
it was just senseless.
It was really senseless. Really, I don't know why a person would do that to someone just over that little argument. It's just crazy in this world nowadays how people just up and do that. Like that man has a family. That man has people that care about them all the time, and he did everything for our family too. He was a strong man. He was a strong kid.
Oh my God. Oh my, that's crazy.
What issues that they think that they could make a legal argument on. Anytime that there's a Batson challenge where you're challenging the state or defense's strikes based on race, and the explanation that the state gave to the court.
It's like, yo, how do you be a devout Christian and then turn your back on the religion and say that you're spiritual now? That's gay. What a fucking loser.
I agree with that.
This nigga was over here like talking about Christianity this, Christianity that, talking about the Bible. I was like, all right, good, this guy fucking found himself. And then what does he do? Oh, Christianity's fake. Let me be a cucked out liberal now and talk about Wakanda this.
Bombakat!
Bro, get out of here, bro. Get the fuck out of here. Losers like him and Anus and Reach, a.k.a. abort and preach, right? Or abort and retreat in this case. Like, yo, what? Guys, smash that like button, by the way. We're sitting at 3,000 likes. Get to 2,000, ninjas. 2,000.
The court found it to be race neutral.
Watched this entire trial. He complimented the judge for fairness and efficiency, but he also complimented that family right there, the Metcalfs, for what he called strength and grace. He said he was grateful for the jurors in this case. He also said violence will not be tolerated in their schools there in Collin County. And again, that's what this was. There was a staff.
Smash the like button, niggas. We're sitting at 1,400. We need to hit 2,000. If we don't hit 2,000 in the next 2 minutes, we'll get off YouTube.
I'm hitting the like button.
You guys got 2 minutes. 2 minutes, bro.
Okay, Myron. Okay.
We're going to hit 2,600 likes in the next 2 minutes. I'm getting the fuck off YouTube.
Okay, I hit it.
Stabbing at a track meet, a high school track meet. You had so many things that bled in here because you had teenagers, rival high schools, the emotions, the hormones of being young men. You had race, which again, they repeated over and over in court, that race was not at play here. But the people who watched this case from the outside tried repeatedly to make it about race. I believe that we're going to bring Rebecca and Keith and Tanya back in. We saw...
Verse says, oddly enough, I think 35 years was right. Kid will be out at 33 to 36 years old if he doesn't fuck up in jail. It was cut and dry after all the testimonies. Yeah. I mean, a lot of the people in the defense all pretty much were like, yeah, it wasn't self-defense. That's what's cooked them, bro.
From Greg Willis, it seemed like
That's what cooked them.
gratitude and relief. And you could hear in his voice, he seemed to feel very good about what had happened in court today. And you could just see from the Metcalf family there, I don't know if I'd say disbelief. I think it might be that they're still coming to terms with everything that's happened. Rebecca, Tanya, Keith?
Yeah, Teresa, Greg Willis was on the front row every single day of this trial, even on Saturday, with a couple of his assistant DAs and some of the investigators from the prosecutor's office. He has been here every day. That is highly unusual for a district attorney, but that is how big this case is.
Well, yeah, this is the biggest case they've gotten forever. Of course, the district attorney's going to show up there every day, bro. He's the one that's name is going to be on the line. He's probably running for re-election, all that bullshit. We're sitting at 1,600, guys. You got another, minute. Let's go. Let's get it 2,000, niggas.
Don't know any other time that Greg Willis has been in a trial every day and listened to the entire testimony.
Yeah, you don't see it. I mean, he's the elected DA, just like all those in the counties around here. They have other things to do for sure, but that is something that he found to be a priority for him, and he sat and he watched every bit of it. So, a lot of respect on that end. I'm sure the family appreciates that when you have the elected DA do that.
And he thanked Bill Wartsky. Tanya, talk a little bit about Bill Wartsky. He is a very seasoned prosecutor and has been around a long time.
I don't even know if seasoned even begins to describe Bill Wartsky. I have known him at least 15 years, and he was the special, him and Toby Shook, who was on the defense team of this case, they were the special prosecutors in a huge case. It was the Kaufman County DA murders. I mean,
All right, guys, we're switching over to Kick. You niggas didn't like the video fast enough. And also, I'm tired of my fucking censoring myself, honestly. YouTube is fucking gay for that. So come on over, guys. So we can say what the fuck we want to say. I'm ending the YouTube stream now. Come on over.
Okay, no problem.
The dispensation of that case through a trial, all of the emotion, the anxiety, tears, the fighting for a long penalty or fighting for forgiveness and freedom. Nothing in life compares to the realness of this moment.
So true. Do we still have Allison with us? Allison, I'm wondering, in your experience, have you found that jury members want to reach out to the families that are involved and talk to them or share something with them or just commiserate with them?
I have seen that before.
We can swear.
And,
we use all the
sometimes.
There was this kid, before I knew his name.
Books, yeah. If you're not tuned in, you're tuned out. Take a new route. Maybe change the lens that you view out. Put your views out. Let's watch liberals and women get retarded. A disagreement with no reputation should be fully disregarded. Mission started, and we got a problem in Houston. OnlyFans isn't empowerment, it's prostitution. He got solutions like, let's stop holding doors for hoes. Stop allowing them to vote to send more to war. They don't understand what the border's for. We should go door to door. Tell everyone to repeal the 19th Amendment. Otherwise it's demise, that's where we are headed. Yeah, he said it. Things get hot when you hold their feet to the fire. They call him a bigot and racist, but they never call him a liar. Surpassing you while we laugh at you. Cause you don't understand something as simple as per capita. Listen, this white nigga spitting. It's not hate, yes, pattern recognition. He's on a mission and he ain't missing. Are you tired of turning on the TV and seeing two dudes kissing? They call him homophobic, but he's not scared of gays. If love is love, be prepared for AIDS. Crash the barricade. Off the books, let's keep it off the books. Not secret is off the books. Joey Jugs. Yeah. Let's keep it off the books. Yeah. Let's keep it. Yeah. Let's keep it off the books. Yeah. If you're not tuned in, you're tuned out. Take a new route. Maybe change the lens that you view out, put your fuse out. Let's watch liberals and women get retarded. A disagreement with no reputation should be fully disregarded. Mission started, and we got a problem, Houston. OnlyFans isn't empowerment, it's prostitution. He got solutions like, let's stop holding doors for whores. Stop allowing them to vote to send more to war. They don't understand what the border's for. We should go.
All right, I'm back. I was just trying to log in. I got kicked out of apparently I get kicked out of my shit, so. Let me see. I'm going to go in a couple more things. Let's see. Justice served. This was 8 minutes ago. Let's see what he's talking about.
Weather, moving a lot of heavy stuff around. I know as a fat, I'm generally sweaty, but now I am incredibly sweaty, tired and sore. But of course, my phone was blowing up the second we had news, and so I raced back to my desk. Lots of work to do tonight, lots to talk about tonight. We have a sentence, absolutely brutal sentence. The courtroom audibly gasped when it was handed down because most people in there believed he was going to get a lenient sentence. Most people in there believed they were going to go down to this crime of passion thing where he could get 2 years. But because of all of you kept liking the videos, we did it. Leave a like right now. 35 years. Now, I hear you. Some people are saying, but Jeremy, he deserved 99.
Mm-hmm. He did.
You're not wrong. He did. I think he deserved the chair. But he was 17. We started out earlier in the day where the jury was going to be allowed to consider manslaughter, which could have a much lighter sentence. And then right as the jury went into deliberation, they were told, hey, you can consider this like, excuse me, he freaked out, give him 2 to 10. Because that's what it was. 2 to 10 years is what they told the jury at last second when they were going to go in there. You could they gave this jury every chance to let us down. But huge ups to this jury. 35 years. Some reaction coming right now. 35 years, I think, is way better than I expected.
You guys think that was,
I expected 10 to 15. Now, I hear you all.
I think that was a good end result to the trial. I'm really, really happy with that. At least some form of justice has been served. Right now in America, you're going to see, especially in the future, you're going to see a lot of like a 2-tier justice system. And I think that hopefully we can go back to America just being like, hey, it's illegal to stab somebody in the heart. What do you think, Bon? You want an America where it's illegal to stab somebody in the heart? In America, should it be illegal to stab someone in the heart? That's the America I want to go back to, regardless of what color you are. So thank you guys so much, man, for joining me. I just wanted to this was impromptu. I wasn't really prepared, but I am really, really thankful that I was able to go live tonight. Shout out to Bon for holding it down and letting me do this, giving me some time to do this. And again, join me next time. I'll talk to you guys soon. Yeah.
Let's keep it off the books. Not a secret. It's off the books. Joey Jugs.